I'm Allegra Houston. Thank you for coming to check out the Imaginative Storm Writing Prompt of the Week. We meet with our writing group every Saturday and also now on Thursday as well. We do this recording after the Saturday Zoom. And we write together for 10 minutes with a bit of prep leading up to that. So the whole thing takes a little over an hour. What we do is we offer a prompt. My creative collaborator, James Nave, and I choose one. He's not here on this Zoom. He's in Manila still, although I think he'll be back by next Saturday, back in the US, and the time difference won't be quite so difficult to manage. Anyway, we choose a prompt. We put it up on the screen for 2 minutes. We ask everyone on the call to write a list of words, whatever pops into your mind as you look at this image. Write those words down in a list. They don't have to have anything to do with the image at all. They don't have to have anything to do with one another. They're just going to be a list of words for your imagination to play with when the writing time comes. So here is the image now, and I will time you for 2 minutes. After everyone has written their own list of words, we go around the Zoom room and ask everyone to contribute one word or short phrase to a group list. And the nice thing about this is that we then, of course, all have a lot more words to play with when the writing time comes, if we want to. We give them to one another just really as a gift to use or not use as you like. Interestingly, we've noticed how it really does inform one's thinking. It kind of sends you in a particular direction imaginatively without you really having to think about it. On Saturdays and Thursdays, we use the same prompt, the same image or video, but with a different group of people. The community list, of course, is different, and we find that even though we began with the same image, Nave and I find that we write something quite different, and it's really exciting. It makes me want to do it with the same image 3 and 4 and 5 times with different groups of people. But anyway, here we go. Here is today's group list for you to work with as well, if you like. You can write these words down now, or if you don't want to do that, they will go up on the screen again during the 10-minute writing time. Magnetic personality, Pavlov's kitty, green eyes, catatronic, robot face, oil me, jeepers creepers, mirror, mirror on the cat, Rosie the Riveter, not toothless, something real, heartless. Tinned cat food equals tin cat. Uncomplicated, robo-cat, grumpy robo-cat. My true self, smug electric mug. Do you talk too? For allergic people. Pussy, meow. Pieces of myself. The emperor has no clothes. Anacatronic, heavy metal, nuts and bolts. Steampunk, grumpy cat. Bust a fuse, electric personality. I am the fortune with a metallic heart. So now your imagination has a lot of toys to play with, maybe more than it can use, maybe more than it wants. So you can use as many or as few of the words on both lists, your personal list and the group list, as you like. Maybe just let your eyes roam over the two lists until one word catches your imagination, and maybe you'll depart from the list completely and never use another word from them. Or maybe you'll keep coming back to them for inspiration. The goal is to surprise yourself. The goal is to let your imagination take the lead, not let your rational mind stay in control as it always is, going, what should I write? What should I do? How am I doing? Am I doing this right? All those kind of things. I hope I write well. Oh my God, what will people think? None of that. Let your imagination take the lead. Think of it as a dance in which your rational mind is the partner following. It has to give up control. It has to keep up. And it's very much part of the dance, but it doesn't get to control what's going on. It doesn't lead, but it can't collapse in a heap and it can't storm off in a huff. So keep going for 10 minutes. It's not very long. And if you want to keep going for longer, of course, you can do that. There's no rule that says you have to stop when the timer goes off, but the timer will go off 10 minutes from now. After we write, we split up into Zoom rooms so we can all read what we wrote aloud. Thursday's group is actually small enough that we don't have to split up into Zoom rooms. We can all hear what everyone else wrote. We have about 10 to 12 people on that call at the moment. And it's really lovely to have it still being that small. I don't know if it will stay that way. But the advantage of reading what you wrote is, I mean, of course, to give it to the other people on the Zoom as a little gift. It's really fun to hear what other people wrote, this raw material that's written in 10 minutes. You don't often hear or read raw material, and it's so full of energy and personality and voice. It's just fascinating. I'm now rather enjoying listening to the raw material more than I am to reading the finished material that I've printed in the great pile of books that I have beside my bed. But the other great thing about reading aloud is that you get to develop a different relationship with your own writing. When you read aloud, as opposed to reading silently on the page, you're much less critical and you're more appreciative. Instead of looking for what you don't like, you get actually a little dopamine rush when you read out something that surprises you, something that you do like. And this is one of the things that helps you, one of the techniques that helps you transform your inner critic into your inner coach. So it's super valuable. You become acquainted with your voice, you feel your voice making patterns on the air, and you learn to focus on what you like about your writing rather than comparing it to, somebody else's writing that you think is good. But it's not yours. So this is yours, and you can enjoy taking ownership of that and reading it aloud. You can put me on pause while you do that. And now I want to credit the image. It's called The Cantankerous Cat 2.0 by Mike Savad. His website is mikesavad.com. We used another image of his as a prompt about 2 years ago. And I went back and looked at his website and found this under new work and thought it would make a fun prompt. So you'll find the link to his website in the text underneath this video. If you'd like to join us for the prompt of the week on Zoom, please do come on a Thursday. We start at 3 p.m. Pacific, which is 6 p.m. Eastern time. We're together for an hour and 15 minutes we allow. We're often done a little sooner than that, but gives us time to have a little discussion. So if you would like to join us, please do. You can get your invitation by subscribing to us directly on Substack, imaginativestorm.substack.com, or by subscribing to our website at imaginativestorm.com. You'll also find a number of other things on there. Our self-paced online course, Write What You Don't Know, Imaginative Storm Writer Training, on which, what we're doing here and that evolved in tandem. So the prompts are different. They're not visual prompts. They're question type prompts on the whole. But I think you will find it very interesting. The people who are working with that course are giving us amazing feedback on it. It is based on our book, Write What You Don't Know. We also are doing a live workshop together, Nave and I, in Taos at the end of April 2024, which is 2 months ahead as I record this now. We still have a couple of spaces left. You can find information about that also and our other courses at imaginativestorm.com. So we hope to see you one of these days, either online or in person. And thank you for watching today. Goodbye.